Oh.
Hey, check.
Take you off mute and then switch.
Hello. Sure. All the wonders of trying to go live. Oh, I can see myself. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, this YouTube live thing is going to be interesting. Thanks to social media manager Cassidy, who's been sorting everything out and the like. So I got to work out where I must actually look and not try and look at myself. Yeah, so we're going to basically do the live draw. But before we get to that, I just want to thank everyone that we saw at the Indaba. From the book and wherever, we spoke to close on 100 different people. We had a lot of people come and subscribe and join the competition and the like. So it was absolutely fantastic. I don't think I've spoken so much in the last couple of years in terms of volume of people I spoke to. But yeah, it was an absolutely fantastic time. If you want to get hold of us, please do. The socials are always in the links down below. And just to recap the prizes. Let's look at there. Okay, I've been instructed of what I must do. The prizes are the second and third prizes are this particular headset, which is the Volcano. We've got two of these. I think there's one over here, and the second one over here. That's the third and the second prize. We'll be drawing on these first, and then the sort of grand prize is a ASUS headset. I actually have one of these type of ones that I actually make use of. That is really good. And okay. We're just going to give a couple of minutes of just allow anyone who wants to join in. Or have you done the sharing of the live and everything like that? Yeah. So the Indaba was actually interesting. The one thing that came through very clearly was that there's a lot of activity and noise in the SME sector in particular. Big business is looking after a big business a lot, but the smaller businesses are fighting to survive. They are trying to make themselves relevant, find their place in the world again. And most of the people that came to us, traceability, which as if you go and see the one of the videos I've got on traceability, is close to my heart. That came out a lot as a real sort of concern of people in terms of how they do it efficiently. And what was fantastic to talk to people, it was to see the relevance of what we're doing and how we're doing it in comparison to people's requirements. Of course, a lot of people have got ERPs and finance systems and the likes, or they've written their own software and they've put in Excel solutions and SharePoint and all of these type of things, but they're really betting to integrate them, get them to be coupled on certain parts, and really have something that is a little bit more detailed. And that's where a lot of the conversations that we had over those 2 days actually, it was fascinating for me because I get to speak to clients here and there, but it was speaking to effectively a random group of people that were coming past the stand. Just on that, a huge thanks to my staff complement, Louisa, who is not full-time with us. She actually took time off her regular job to actually come and help out at the stand, and her time is always absolutely valuable. Johan, I think he was in his element. He enjoys expos and that. And yeah, for him, it was. I think it was nice. We haven't done expos much. I think this is actually the first expo that we've done as Ardent Clouds. All of our others were part of our previous company, Fantas. Ardent Clouds sort of hit the ground rolling, and we've been extremely busy with various projects and the likes. And we eventually got to a point with the mobile development where we went, oh, we actually think this might go to a broader community. It's more suitable for SMEs now because the general availability at the smaller end of the scale is actually better. And then, Cornelius, I think he had fun. This is also his first convention that he's ever worked at, and this put him far out of his comfort zone, which was good. People always need to stretch a little bit, and it was fun to sort of listen to him talk about things because for the most part, he's a hardware configuration specialist and a software configuration specialist for us. He handles all the printers and labels and hand scanners and Wi-Fi's and all of that. So his day-to-day is working with people, but it's mostly at the end of the line trying to get things back up and running where there's been a power problem or, the typical server issues and all of that. So this was sort of stepping out of that day-to-day and really being able to, speak to people about what you do. In our prep work, we sat down and sort of have everyone do the elevator speech. And there was actually a lot of debate about how long the elevator pitch would be. Cassidy, who's the social media manager, who's come on to do all of our YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all of those, we're sort of debating whether or not 30 seconds is enough or a minute. And I wasn't explaining the history of the elevator pitch, which is really a term that came about in particular in the late 90s, early 2000s, when a lot of software companies that were starting to put stuff for the internet websites and the likes were trying to get money from venture capitalists. And they would basically climb on the lift, and the person they were speaking to would be riding the elevator with them. And they would basically get 30 seconds to a minute to 2 minutes, depending on how long the elevator took, to really actually sell. So as much as there would be a selling in the actual meeting, that first impression that you would have of actually talking to the person would really determine whether or not you sold or not. Today, we talk about being able to sell yourself in 30 seconds to a minute in terms of those impact points of why you're here, why should I engage with you, what is your value add? And people battle with that because we often don't really look at our own value add the whole time. We have a tendency to to mention what we do and what we can do, but not sort of who we are and what we bring to the table. And the elevator pitch. Okay. Sorry, I'm given stuff I must do because I have a terrible habit of ranting on and forgetting where I am. Actually, I could actually probably talk about elevator pitches for an hour. Maybe it's actually one of the videos I should actually maybe put together in terms of it. I think I'll actually get our Gen Z to actually be on and give the counterbalance of short versus slightly longer, because I like that debate. And then Johan from an old school side mentioning that minute to 2 minute versus the 30 seconds and impact. And then me in terms of what you should have in your elevator pitch. What are the sell points in the entire thing? Anyway, I'm rambling on. I think I have made... there's chat. Sorry. I'm very new to this. Let's see. I see Johan has joined us. Hi, Johan. That is great. Thanks again for helping out at the stand and the likes. Devayanel, she's on. Hi. Hope you're having a good day as well. I see you came on nice and early on the chat. You're right there in the beginning of the actual broadcast. Okay. Is there anything else on Miss Handel? Okay, so the giveaway, the reasoning behind it was when we decided to put up the YouTube channel, we had a few issues in terms of why we were doing it. You know, it's easy to sort of say, I want to put up a YouTube channel. And my daughter and my son who both do streaming, but in particular my daughter was talking about the fact that, I need to sort of, as I keep telling other people to do, to stretch and try some new stuff out. And I enjoy watching Twitch. I enjoy watching YouTube. I've got a lot of people that I follow and the likes. And often I'll mention, that'd be quite nice to try out. There's some very, very useful things in terms of being able to be able to have some form of give back. And when we sort of did the first recordings, I was doing a challenge for my daughter's channel, which you saw the long scruffy beard, which my wife is very glad is sort of gone. I, ironically enough, especially now that it's winter, actually missed it a little bit. But it was sort of a challenge where, grow out your beard for 6 weeks and then get it dyed blue. And wear it around for 2 weeks, which I think eventually was, I wore it, I think eventually, or close to a month. My daughter said, well, when you do the streaming, why don't you, do in the beard? Because it looks quite cool and likes. And it's sort of interesting and fascinating to sort of step out into a new venture. I tend to hermetize a lot, especially when I'm in development mode, which I'm very much in at the moment. I'm working on a lot of different projects internally, and to sort of go, I want to dedicate 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours a week on a new venture is a little daunting. And we started setting up some of the videos, and we sort of based them on some of the feedback I got from various people on the type of topics. Hopefully over the next year, we'll be able to put out quite a few videos. I see my social manager's fretting because she does all the editing. And and she knows that when I tend to do something, I always go just slightly overboard. When the Indaba sort of came up, manufacturing Indaba, I eventually worked out that we had to sort of do something to drum up a bit of interest. YouTube, of course, to get anywhere, you need, of course, subscribers and likes and comments on everything. And that becomes difficult to sort of drum up interest across a wider scope of people. But the cool thing about it was, it was an opportunity to speak to some people. And I eventually thought, well, nothing's better than a giveaway. And I eventually, after going backwards and forwards on a few things, eventually came up with the idea of using the gaming headsets because, everyone sort of likes a giveaway. And basically what we did is we ran it for the week. So basically from Monday to Friday. We closed the competition at 4 o'clock yesterday. Tallied up all the pieces. So what we basically did was we ran a competition across was YouTube, which was the primary one, of course, Twitter and LinkedIn. And basically we asked people to subscribe, like the particular post that we had put up, and then comment. And we then basically took all the unique comments across everything, and we basically tallied it up, and we were doing what's the thing called, the name wheel thing, to actually spin and see who's going to see who's actually going to win the prizes. Okay, I suppose we could probably move on to that. Okay. So this whole going live and everything has been fairly daunting and the likes. It is it is a mission to set up. I'm very glad that I had somebody to help me, because I'm a techno person, but if you sort of haven't done this, there's a lot of little working parts. But fortunately, I have somebody who does streaming already, but she tends to stream on Twitch for the most part. And yes, we will put some links to Cassidy K in the actual video itself. And yeah, come and watch her stream. She does a lot of stuff around like Minecraft and Genshin and gaming and the likes. And what's the other one? Oh, and Sims every once in a while. So yeah, she can always enjoy the support as well. Let me see where the actual part is. Over there. Okay, so I have loaded all the people's names, and I've actually just put at the back over there where the source was. So you'll see there's mostly YouTube. In between everything else, there's a bit of Twitter and a little bit of LinkedIn. Who's going to keep track of who the actual winners? Okay, so this is for the third spot, and I presume I just click the little thing in the middle. And good luck to everyone. Oh, wow. That goes to Jonathan Shaw from Twitter. Oh, that is brilliant. He was actually speaking to me and saying, oh, you wouldn't actually mind winning that. So, yeah, will you just take a note and put that on there for me? So that goes to Jonathan Shaw. I am going to remove him from the list. I know he was one of the few people that actually connected onto everything. So I'm going to remove him out of the draw because he can't win 2 prizes. So if I can see where, so I'm going to just remove those 2 out. Oh, that is very cool. Okay, I think we are ready to do the second one, which will be another Volcano headset. And yeah, good luck to everyone. Oh, we have got Yield the Nation from the YouTube side. Okay, I'm going to give that over to Cassidy, and it's Yield the Nation TV. Have you got that down? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's make sure she's written everything down before I remove. Thank you. Sorry, I've got a lot of support staff behind you, so I've been told it has been written down. Okay, and then for the grand prize, which is the Asus. This is actually a really nice headset. Good luck to everyone, and we will. Let's see who gets this one. Oh, another YouTube. Oh, just moved into the green. I'm going to try and pronounce this. Kinley Tile. Sorry, I have a terrible way of pronouncing words. But yes, absolutely huge. Congrats to our winners. And let me just close this particular part down. Yeah. To anyone that's sort of watching, thanks for joining the stream. All of our socials and everything are in the links below. I must just also put the link tree in so that which has a little bit of a better consolidation as well. I did notice we haven't done that yet. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And we have a new video coming up probably on Monday. I think it'll be dropping, which is one on our consulting. I think it is. I think, yeah, we have a video on consulting, and then we will be doing probably our first product info. We're doing the video in middle of next week, I think. I'm just trying to organize with everyone because everyone's all over the show at the moment. But yeah, that particular one will probably be either on vehicle dispatch schedules or on production. Will probably be the 2 that we sort of focus on. yeah, we will stream again. We'll probably be doing a question and answer stream. I'd like to try to do one in next week or the week thereafter. But with the Indaba, I'm being kept super busy trying to get to everything. So the likely is probably near the end of next week. What's that? Which mark? Oh, yes. We hit the subscriber of 50. Thanks to everyone else. Our next major target is 100. Apparently, if we get to 100, I've apparently got to take a pie to the face or something like that. I'm not quite looking to it. I don't mind eating a pie, but taking one to the face. But apparently, if I'm willing to act like a streamer, then I've got to take the pains of the streamer. But yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, so please tell everyone about it, and we'll be in contact with the users. We'll send you guys some messages, and we can then ship off the prizes to you guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Until next time.